What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections that inspire our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on all social medias, Twitter and Instagram at Connection TV. Now, I want to get into some things because, again, I still feel the way that I feel. You know what I'm saying? BB Reindeer is probably the best competition show that I've seen in a very, very long time. It's fast paced, its cast is diverse, and there's no time to really play well, they had moments to play the I like you and I don't like you card because everyone was ishing on Xavier. Xavier has had to win his way to the Reindeer Games by battling and battling and battling, and no one liked Xavier, not even his allies, i.e. the people that kept putting him in. But I don't know, it's just something refreshing about the Reindeer Games and the format of playing an episode coming on daily and, you know, us not getting lives and them being in the house and stuck in the house and then having that kind of, I don't even know if they were in hotels. I don't know what the setup was, but this setup was fantastic. If they did this with, you know, regular Big Brother and us getting a month of this instead of 3 months, I think this would be, I would love the format, to be honest. I really would. I would love the format of a month of being around them or 2 months at best, but not the 3 month situation. And I can do well without that. And, you know, if there's a daily thing I think that'd be great. I don't know. I just think that would play out so much better. But anyways, I'm going to go through all of my notes that I've written down over the course of the last 3 or 4, however many episodes there were, and we'll just talk about it, okay? Brittany wants the girls to go to the end. All of the girls want each other to go to the end, and that is the consensus. But that's just human nature. If you got black people together, the black people stick together. If you got women together, the women stick together. If you got men together, the men stick together. If you got white people together, white people stick together. It's just how human nature is, and that's just what it is. They, in my notes, I'm saying that they're a great actor because, you know, Derek comes in, and, you know, Derek is reading the script, and they're like, oh my God, Santa, no, what? No, he didn't, you know. They're doing all of that, and I'm like, oh my God, if I were to ever end up on one of these shows, could I be like that? Could I fake the funk like that? I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. Frankie ends up beating out Josh, you know, when they're picking the reindeer culprit or whatever the case may be. And Josh's face was just like, you know, so animated, so dramatic. Shout out to Josh for not being an ass this particular show. Like, Josh was really tolerable. And shout out to him. You know, Josh is still like a big kid, though. Is it me? Or does he seem like he's a 42-year-old, 5-year-old? I don't know. I don't know. It seems that way to me, though. I don't know. It's just something about Josh. It's just, but this is the best Josh iteration we've ever gotten on any of his TV shows. I'm just saying. After this, some stripper comes out and sings a song. And I'm saying she was a stripper because all of the men were like gawking at her. And like, oh my God. And she barely had no clothes on. I was surprised if this was on CBS, to be honest. I was like, how are we watching this heifer come down the steps? She literally slid her vagina down the banister and then like slid her hand down the banister and said, Reindeer Games. Reindeer. I was like, girl, what is happening here? I could not understand how she was able to get away with this on CBS. And you know, you see Xavier and especially you see Josh in the back, like his hand going up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm like, girl, what is happening here? I don't know. But she's singing this song and all of them are like, yay, let's sing. Frankie ends up picking Taylor. And the other women, you know, Britt and Nicole, don't want to go, you know, guy, boy, guy, boy. I mean, guy, girl, guy, girl. They want to go girl, girl, guy, guy. But they don't end up doing that. They don't end up doing that. They go guy, girl, guy, girl. And they have to play these separate challenges in order to see who's going to come out the victor. They end up playing this puzzle, put the puzzle together in the sleigh situation. And, you know, Frankie has the ability to freeze a team for 45 seconds so that they can't complete their puzzle. Frankie and Taylor end up winning. And I'm just feeling so like elated and excited about Taylor and the fact that she's positioned herself to beat Cody, someone that's talked about her on live. I love Taylor in this moment. I think she's great. Unfortunately, Xavier is not really doing it for me, and neither is, well, Josh never does it for me. But for the people that are left, I'm Team Taylor and Team Xavier. Those are the people that I want to make it. I would have been Team Brittany, but I just don't like how she really wrote Xavier off and then went against the grain to get out Danielle. Like all of that just seemed real to me, like real personal vibes to me. It didn't seem like really game related to me. But I did like Brittany. I really did. I thought she was dope. I really did. So because Frankie and Taylor win, they have to pick someone to go against each other or whatever the thing is that they have to do, like pick someone to go up against each other in the elimination rounds or something along them lines. They got to do something like that. And I'm just wondering as I'm sitting here watching this, like, dang, it sucks that Taylor has to put up all her alliance members and choose from all her alliance members, right? But in my mind, I'm like, it's a no-brainer. Like, it's a no-brainer. Like, you and Xavier need to be in the final battle. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what my mind is. And we get this little edit. Like, what was really aggravating me, not aggravating me, but just looked nasty, was every time they showed the coffee or the hot cocoa with them dirty marshmallows being plucked, like thrown into them drinks all look disgusting and nasty to me. Am I the only one? Nicole ends up pleading to Taylor, talking about, I am so proud of you and I just believe in you and everything that you stand for. Girl power. And I'm like, Nicole is trash. Nicole is trash. She will always be trash to me. Even though she's a great competitor, great mental and all that stuff, she will always be trash. Now she treated Davon and what she put Davon through going against David. Like that, I will never overlook that. That was just trash behavior to me. And I also feel like if she had it her way, Nicole would be in a whole house of whites. I just feel that way. I know she's married to Victor, but I just feel that way. I just feel that way. It's just the way that I feel. This is the way that I feel. I don't know. It's just something about her that just doesn't read well for me. And I know she's not with a white man, but still. Taylor ends up choosing Nicole. And Frankie ends up choosing Josh to go against each other. And at this moment, I'm like, yay, Nicole finally had Xavier's back. Yay, let's go. It is what it is. Josh, though, when he was picked, he initially didn't hug Frankie. Like, Frankie went out for a hug, and Josh just completely turned himself, being the baby that he is, completely turned himself and was like, nah, I'm not feeling it. Eventually, they end up hugging. I guess Josh was so caught up in his feelings that, he was picked to go against, Nicole. Nicole ends up crying in the diary room because she feels that because Josh is such a big old guy that she's going to lose. And that's never really been the case in these situations with Big Brother. Both Brittany and Nicole need to man up or woman up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They need to stand on themselves. Like what Danielle did in that running wheel thing, I just thought that was the hamster wheel. I thought that was trash behavior. For her to be some old profound legend, Danielle Reyes, and she can't even turn a freaking hamster wheel. Like, what? I thought that was dumb. But Nicole's like, oh my God, I gotta go against Josh, and he's so big, and I didn't want to go against him, and I was hoping that Taylor would, save me. I'm like, girl, what? Girl, pick up your panties, honey, pick up your panties. Like, what? Nicole ends up beating Josh, and I'm not shocked, but shocked. I'm not shocked, but shocked. They both stayed on for the length of time that they need to stay on, and when the thing started going, they both fell off. I'm not shocked, but I'm shocked. Because Josh could have had it in the bag. He's just heavier, and when the thing threw him off, he really fell. And so it is what it is. Josh did good, though. Shout out to Josh for being a good sport. Shout out to Josh for being dope in this particular situation. Shout out to Josh. I think Josh needed to do what he needed to do, and he did it. We get to the next episode. Tiffany comes on looking real pretty in her curly Q hair, and they have another challenge. Nicole ends up winning this challenge. And I'm like, come through, Nicole. Let's go. Let's do it. Some bootleg guy comes out swooning and swanning, and Taylor is making it known that she's attracted to the guy. I don't know if this was good television or was she really honest. I don't know. Like, what? The guy was not that hot, in my opinion. But whatever. She was like, oh, Buble can meet me under the mistletoe. I'm like, what? Nicole has to have somebody stick out or stand out of the competition. She decides to have Xavier stand out of the competition. Now, I'm telling you the truth. Xavier would not have won this particular challenge. He would not have won it. And it is what it is, but he sticks out. But shout out to the people that got it. Frankie gets the first point with coffee. Nicole gets the second point with mayo. Taylor gets a point with parsley. Taylor gets another point and another point. Frankie and Nicole gets a point, and then Taylor gets the last point with fish fillet. Taylor wins. Shout out to Taylor. Shout out to Taylor. But unfortunately, Taylor ends up saving Nicole. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Xavier, I was mad at Xavier because he was getting the answers wrong. And I was getting the answers right. And, he's going up against Frankie or whatever. And I was getting the answers right being in the house. But whatever. Xavier, he loses and Frankie wins and he cries. And I'm like, girl, whatever. I'm a bit annoyed because I felt like Taylor should have saved Brittany in this situation because Brittany was not going to make it to the end. Brittany is not that good. And I felt like, she's saving Nicole. Everyone's saving Nicole. Like, Brittany should have been saved. I would have saved Brittany in that moment. When she saved Nicole, I was like, girl, you're dumb. You're dumb. Oh my God. Brittany was not going to make it to the end. But anyways, Brittany ends up going against Xavier and she sucks. So Xavier wins. And then we get to the reindeer game, the finale now. Okay. Tiffany comes in. Xavier comes in with a win. Finally, Xavier gets one of these advantage situations. And he has the ability, the best power in the game for the finale. He has the ability to set up the brackets and who's going to go against who to compete in the finale. He decides that he wants to go up against Nicole. Why? I don't know. Because he says that Nicole hasn't won that many challenges. Okay. But you're only winning physical comps when your back is against the wall. You don't even know what this particular challenge is going to be like. But you know who you did beat out quite a few times? Frankie. If I was Xavier, I would have went against Frankie. I just would have did that. And not saying that Frankie sucks and that he possibly would have lost, but Taylor beat Frankie in a bowl throwing contest. And let me just skip right to the nitty gritty. To be quite honest, Xavier made the wrong bracket move. It should have been Nicole versus Taylor right off rip. It should have been that. And then it should have been Xavier versus Frankie. But Xavier thought he was going to get the layup on Nicole. And it wasn't given that. It wasn't not given that. And here you are thinking that you're about to beat this woman on TV. This woman slammed you. Now, it would have been a better look if Frankie beat you because that's another dude. It is what it is. But, he wasn't really thinking. So he ends up getting beat by Nicole. And then Nicole makes it to the final round. Now, it's Taylor against Frankie. Now, to be quite honest, I thought Frankie had the shoe-in on this. But Taylor ends up winning. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I jumped so freaking high to the sky when Taylor won because I'm like, yes, girl, give it to Cody and to everyone out there on social media that thought you was a layup, including myself. I did. I thought she didn't F her way to the top, but she ended up effing the man that brought her to second place. You know what I'm saying? But no shade. I was always Team Taylor the whole time, but I just wanted her to stand on her merits and stand on her 2 feet, tall and strong. Baby, Taylor went up against Nicole and was murking her. It was until we got to that snowflake crap that Nicole brought out the win. So, I can't say nothing against Nicole. She won fair and square. But I felt like Xavier played himself by putting himself up against Nicole. I just feel that. Nicole ends up winning the reindeer games, and am I happy about it? No. I wanted Taylor to win the reindeer games, but Taylor did phenomenal. Nicole did phenomenal. Frankie did phenomenal. Xavier did all right. It is what it is. I mean, Xavier got to where he got by fighting to get there, so I got to give him his respect. But I don't know. I think he needs to do better in puzzles. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he needs to do better in puzzles. Anyway, what did you think of the Reindeer Games? Do you like the person that ended up winning? Who did you want to win out of the top 4? I'm glad Frankie didn't win. I like Frankie, but I'm glad he didn't win. Frankie is very cocky. Like, his energy just gives cocky. And I don't know if it's just because of his personality or if he's because he's Ariana Grande's brother, but Frankie just gives cocky. So I really wasn't vibing with him. And out of the 4 that were there, I wanted Taylor to win first, then Xavier to win second, then Frankie to win third, and then Nicole to win dead last. I really don't care for Nicole. But anyways, leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought about the Reindeer Games. Should this be the new format for Big Brother? I'm here for it. Are you here for it? Leave your comments below. Deuces.